Hey, cheers, brew tubers. So, I wanted to take a few minutes and, I got a couple of beers in the keg, and I'm pretty happy with them. So, I figured I would get this on film so that I could kind of start documenting. I have my beersmith notes that I do with my beers, and I try to tweak them here and there. This one is one that, I'm calling it Grade Point Ale. It's an American IPA. Comes in at 6.4%. So it's on the border of being an Imperial IPA, but not quite there. But I'm very, very. First, you can tell it's it has a nice lacing, good head on it. Super clear. If you can see my eye looking at you there, I can see the TV. I used gelatin in it. Let's see, what did I do with this beer? This beer, I fermented it for a week. I put the dry hops in for 5 days or so. It was you can go back and look at the grain bill on it, but I put some American Pilsen in. I think I put along with pale ale, and I also put some flaked oats in it, which is interesting that I was able to get it so clear with the oats in it. But what I like about using the oats, and Nate Pico turned me onto this from under the table, is that it gives you some good body. He said, "Trust me, put some oats." This is in Philadelphia, man. Trust me, man. It was the first night in his hotel room. We were drinking a lot of beer. I was sampling a lot of beer. I even had Parabola there. It was a great night. But he, kind of turned me on to, hey, you gotta, he said, trust me, put some oats in your next IPA. So I did it, and I think it came out with pretty good results. The aroma on this is great. I mean, it's I believe I used Citra. I can't remember what I dry hopped it with, but it was only 5 days. But it did the trick. I did a lot of whirlpooling. The whirlpooled for about 15 minutes with a whole mix of hops. If I get a chance, I'll try to put the grain bill here in the notes if I get around to it. All right, so let's go ahead and go in for a taste. You know what this beer reminds me of? And I'm just going to go out there and say it. It reminds me a lot, and I was not trying to clone anything, but it tastes a lot like Ballast Point Sculpin. It is, just the oats. What it did with the mouthfeel is amazing. Nice full body beer. Very clean. I think I used White Lab 001 on it for the yeast. I believe I did. Wow. Great beer. Great beer. I don't like, not trying to brag or anything, but man, I'm so happy that I got this recipe locked in. And the cool thing is, with the system that I have, I can pretty much dial it up, the same time, every time, as long as I, follow the right volumes. And I took pretty good notes, so this is one that I'm going to keep. If I ever get the Dean's Less brewery, like commercial brewery, opened up, this will be my flagship, I think. I'm calling that now, so I have video evidence. Anyway, I'm gonna bottle up this beer as well as some of the other beers, and start sending them out to some of you guys that I've been owing beer mail to. I also have the double IPA and the ESB that I made in my double brew weekend. But that's not going to be for a while. I'll have to dry hop one of those, and it'll be a couple weeks before I get that stuff ready. Probably about 3 weeks before I think it's ready to sample. But I'm going to bottle up some of this and the ESB that I have, and shoot them your way, some of you guys. Anyway, hey, cheers, and look forward to seeing y'all's videos this week. Take care.